Hi, my name is Ben Koch. I have adrenal leukodystrophy. I'm 14, and my wish was to go to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game this year. I have a disease, ALD, adrenal leukodystrophy, and, I don't really know exactly what it does, but I know it's not good. I remember my parents saying something about, like, fatty acids, my body doesn't break it down the right way. When I was in the hospital for 2 months. I remember I had a stem cell transplant. I remember I also had chemotherapy. They had to wipe out my whole immune system. So, I couldn't be around anybody. It was pretty much, we had to get an apartment down there, so it was pretty much the apartment and hospital, and that's it. So, because if I was around anybody that had like a little cold, I could have gotten it. It would have been really bad because my body wouldn't have known how to deal with it. I know for my brother, he got diagnosed before me, and my parents said, let's get the whole family tested out. His disease was more progressed than mine. We went to North Carolina, me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. We got down there in October of 2010, maybe December. I don't know what happened, but I remember I was visiting my brother in his room, and this was before the complications happened. And I forget what happened, but the doctors kicked me out of his room. They were like, something bad was happening. And, I didn't know what it was, but that was one of the last times I remember my brother being really fully healthy. It was hard. There were times where we didn't know if he could hear or see or, it was sort of like he was a baby. We didn't really know what was going on. My brother unfortunately passed away. For my last birthday where he was alive, well, my second to last, he wrote me a card and it pretty much said, Ben, you're the best brother ever. And I read it every single birthday. And, I cry because I miss him. And, he didn't put a date on it. So it's sort of like every single year he's giving it to me and he's still there with me. A few years back, we were debating about what to do for my wish, and since I follow all the teams, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, but I'm really a diehard baseball fan. So the first thing that really came up was the All-Star Game. The experience is crazy because I'm on the same field with all my heroes. I spoke with Mr. Conforto about draft. I remember when he was drafted a few years back, and I've been following his development through the Mets minor league system. And I forget if it was last year or the year before where he got called up, and I was so excited because whenever one of the guys who I've been following for a while gets called up, it's exciting. You get to see them on the big stage. I was talking with him about the bright spotlight of New York City and, what's it like playing there? Do you feel any pressure to do big things? We were talking about the Mets injuries. I like to play with Mets fans about that. They've had Syndergaard, Harvey, Cespedes, all their good players have been injured. No, it's crushing, but I'm a Yankee fan, so it's sort of funny for me to do that stuff. I was talking with Josh Harrison. We were talking about one of his teammates was suspended earlier in the year, and he was telling me, you don't want to support what they did, but you have to support your bro, as he said. You have to, they're down, all the fans are getting on them. I don't know about the team, but you got to be there to support them. And I felt that really touched me because there were times in my life where I needed support too, and it was nice. I don't know how the disease has affected me and I know it's made me a stronger person. It's made me different from everybody else. It's not everybody that has to go through stuff like that. But I think the doctors are very happy with the way that things are going for me. I mean, if you look at me, I look like a normal person, which is, we wouldn't have to go into stuff like that. But it's great. And I have to take medicine 3 times a day. But that's stuff that's become a normal part of my life, and I'd rather that than me be, somewhere else. So I think everything's turned out great.